Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we're going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Kyler fought Hawk during the events of Cobra Kai Season 5? So in this timeline, the events of Cobra Kai Season 5 would still happen. Terry Silver and Sensei Kim Dae-yoon would still want to find the leaders within their students, so they would still have the students fight in pairs. Those events would stay the same. Kenny and Kyler would still be fighting together, and in this timeline, Kyler would be a better leader to Kenny, so Kenny would never take control and prove himself. The events of Season 5 would carry on. Daniel and Johnny would still find out about the Saikai Taikai, and they would still want to convince the judges to let them compete, so Miyagi Fang and Cobra Kai would still demonstrate their skills. The judges would still say they would like to see how their students faced off in direct competition, so Miyagi Fang and Cobra Kai would choose a male and female student. So much like in the original timeline, Miyagi Fang would still choose Sam and Hawk, Terry Silver would still choose Tori, and eventually he would choose Kyler over Kenny. So Terry Silver would choose Kyler in this timeline, and unlike Kenny, Kyler would be overconfident, so he wouldn't want to train the night before, and he would go relax. So Terry Silver wouldn't teach him the silver bullet technique in this timeline. The night of the match, Hawk would be surprised to see Kyler fighting against him, and he would be amused. Hawk would still have his rivalry with Kyler, and he would still want to get his payback on him for helping to shave off his mohawk, but he wouldn't want to let his anger control him. Kyler would see Hawk, and he wouldn't be afraid of him. The fight would begin. Kyler would strike first, but Hawk would defend himself, and he wouldn't be holding back, and he would land a hit on Kyler, but since the referee was paid off, the referee wouldn't count it. The fight would continue. Hawk and Kyler would continue to fight, and Kyler would continue fighting aggressively, but Hawk would block his attacks. But much like in the original timeline, the referee would give Kyler a point. Hawk would be mad, and he would call for a timeout. Daniel and Chosen would still recommend that Hawk makes every point undeniable. The match would resume, but now Hawk would make every point undeniable, and he would use a combination of offense and defense. The referee would have no choice but to give Hawk the points, so Hawk would defeat Kyler 3-1. Miyagi Fang would celebrate. Terry Silver would be disappointed. In this timeline, Tori would choose to fight, so Sam would fight Tori in this timeline, and the match would begin, and Sam would be more defensive, but Tori would manage to land the first hit on Sam. Sam and Tori would continue to fight, and Sam would attack Tori, and she would manage to land a hit on her, but the referee wouldn't count it. Sam would do the same thing as Hawk, and she would make every point undeniable. Robbie would be conflicted, seeing Sam and Tori fight, and he wouldn't know who to cheer for. Tori and Sam would continue to fight. Tori would manage to land a second point on Sam. The match would be 2-0. This is when Sam would step up her game, and she would use her training from Daniel, Chosen, and Johnny, and she would manage to land 2 points on Tori by making them undeniable. The referee would have no choice but to count them, so the score would be 2-2. Tori would start fighting more aggressively, and she would manage to land the last point on Sam, so Tori would defeat Sam in this timeline. Cobra Kai would celebrate, and Miyagi Fang would be disappointed. And much like in the original timeline, Cobra Kai and Miyagi Fang would both qualify for the Saikai Taikai. The season would still end the same way. Johnny, Chosen, and Mike would still confront Terry Silver at his house, but in this timeline, the Miyagi Fang students wouldn't break into the Cobra Kai dojo, and that is where I'm gonna end this What If. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Kyler fought Hawk during the events of Cobra Kai Season 5? Let me know in the comments below. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys next time.